The University Career Services makes it easier for students to impress in the way they dress.
And Atlanta's Olympic torch will be lit for the first time since the conclusion of the 1996 Games. All that and more on Panther Report News. Hello and welcome to Panther Report News. I'm Tyreek Wynn.
And I'm Alicia Wimberly. Influenza is a contagious respiratory illness that is the leading cause of death by infection. The Institute for Biomedical Sciences at Georgia State University conducted a student uncovering a vaccine that provides protection against the influenza virus. PRN's Keelan Berrien spoke with one of the student researchers on the experiment.
Every year there are many people got flu infection.
Researchers at Georgia State's Petit Science Center are working to create a universal flu vaccine that protects from 6 different influenza strains. PhD student Ye Wong authors the first study.
In our lab, we want to create a universal flu vaccine. But in our study, we used the H1N1, H3N2, and also we used another 2 types like H5N1 and H9N2.
The influenza virus is a respiratory illness that's often called the flu. In humans, the most common viruses are called H1N1, but over the years, the virus mutated, creating different variant viruses like H3N2, which then stems off to other forms. Proteins are pulled from these strands to create the vaccination, but first, trials are done on mice.
Your body can produce the antibodies against the influenza virus. So our immune system have B cell and T cells, so B cell can produce a lot of antibodies. These antibodies can neutralize the influenza virus. The virus can activate your adaptive immune systems.
And I'm here in the Petit Science Center laboratory, Mr. Wong, as we take our encoded sample and put it in our nanoparticles for mixing.
So usually we gave the mice 2 immunizations, 1 prime immunization and 1 boost immunizations.
Researchers then see if their work is successful.
In our results, we showed it's cross-protected in mice. Then after 2 months of the prime immunization, we infect the mice with influenza virus to see if they can survive or not.
The study passed mice trials and in the future will move to ferrets. Continue to have successful research, the vaccine could take up to 5 years until it's complete. Keelan Berrien, PRN.
Thank you, Keelan. Both the Democratic and Republican lawmakers in Georgia are proposing new legislation to allow in-state tuition for Dreamers. State Representative David Clark sponsors House Bill 920. This would give in-state tuition rates to Dreamers who attend Georgia high schools for 3 years. Another bill sponsored by the state representative, Casey Carpenter, offers the same, but students must have lived in Georgia, arrived at the U.S. before the age of 12, and graduate from a Georgia high school or received a GED.
The days for candidates running for the presidency of the Student Government Association begins to close, and PRN sat down with the 4 contenders to hear a little more about their platforms. Now on PRN, you can see for yourself how each candidate responds to questions about their candidacy.
But it doesn't stop there. PRN is proud to announce its first ever SGA Presidential Town Hall next Thursday on March 5th. Candidates will take questions from students beginning at 5 p.m. Just take a look.
My name is Nigel Walton.
My name is Kaylin Thomas.
My name is Carlos Porter.
My name is Nahum Taye.
I want to unify the Student Government Association here at Georgia State University.
I want to incorporate campus art and murals that represent our school.
I will advocate for more funding for the Office of Black Student Achievement, the Multicultural Center, and LASA.
I will put students first.
And if you would like to make your voice heard, visit the link below in this newscast and see how you can ask candidates a question. Again, be sure to tune in live to the town hall next Thursday.
In the meantime, it's time to catch up on some gold medal winning athletes. We now turn to Keelan Berrien for the latest updates on Georgia State sports. Hey Keelan, what's going on?
Thanks, Alicia. How's it going, everyone? I'm Keelan Berrien, and welcome to PRN Sports. This week, we'll give you the latest on the women's basketball team's tournament chances, a preview of the upcoming Georgia State baseball series, and an inside look at the relighting of Atlanta's Olympic torch. But first, the Georgia State's men's basketball team will play a pivotal game against rival Georgia Southern. Reporter Anthony Patterson has more.
The Battle of the Real GSU will conclude this Friday at 7 p.m. here at the Georgia State Sports Arena, where the Panthers battle the Eagles of Georgia Southern. The Panthers look to continue their 3-game winning streak against the Eagles, dating back to last season's sweep and an early win this season at Statesboro. I spoke with Panthers senior forward Damon Wilson about playing in the real GSU rivalry.
Definitely focused because it's a home game and it's also a rivalry game, so we're definitely trying to stay locked in and continue to get better before the tournament. They're a good team, so we can't take anything for granted. We just got to continue to stick to the scouting report, and everything should work itself out.
The Panthers have had their ups and downs this season, but Wilson says they're still one of the best teams in the Sun Belt.
They stay the course. It happens to the best teams. And we're a new team, so we can't expect so much greatness. Even though we can, that's why we're so upset sometimes. But we're still good. We can still win the tournament. It's all good. We just got to continue lock in for these next games and then continue it out through the tournament.
The Panthers look to continue their dominance against the Eagles, having not lost to the Eagles here in Atlanta since 1992. Anthony Patterson, PRN.
The Georgia State's women's basketball team is currently fighting for a chance to continue their season at the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. PRN's Christian Crittenden has the details on their most recent matchup against first place Coastal Carolina.
Hi, I'm Christian Crittenden here at the Georgia State Sports Arena, where the Georgia State women's basketball team fell to the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers today, 66-50. The Chanticleers jumped out to an early 16-2 lead, and the Panthers were never able to catch up. The Panthers were led in scoring by senior Shaquanda Miller-McCray, who scored 12 points and added 5 rebounds. Freshman Mariah Taylor added 9 points, so did sophomore Ashley Foster. Head coach Gene Hill spoke about the team's performance today after the game.
They came out and played well, but also at the start of the first quarter, for some reason, we just was not executing. I don't know, we seemed like we was in a funk for whatever reason.
The Panthers currently sit in 10th place and have a game-and-a-half advantage over the 11th place Texas State Bobcats. The two teams face each other on Saturday. A win will give the Panthers a spot in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Christian Crittenden, PRN.
Earlier this week, the Georgia State indoor track and field team participated in the Sun Belt Conference Championship. As a team, the Panthers finished in 5th place, with Alexis Shaw finishing 2nd in the triple jump, J.D. Watson placing 3rd in the high jump, and Angela Alonso finishing in the 2nd in the mile, just to name a few placements. But the biggest victories came from the middle distance runner Lottie Mayberg that claimed the 3,000-meter and 5,000-meter championships. Mayberg had this to say about her victory.
I think just maintaining the practice and the effort, and also consistency is very important. So just improving every season and every year just helps to get better consistently.
In her senior season, Mayberg talks about her next steps.
Right now I'm planning to definitely continue running, but I'm thinking about doing a master's degree in nutrition in Germany, and then sometimes my plans change, so I'm not entirely sure what the future holds, but I definitely want to improve my running and keep running in the future as well.
We all know that teammates have to be close. After all, they spend tons of time together. But we asked Georgia State softball's Caitlin Ray and Bailey Sexton for one simple question: how well do you know your teammates?
I can walk on her toes, her tippy toes. It's really strange.
It's a crowd pleaser.
Bailey would wake up really early for weights, and I would still be getting ready, and she'd be getting the ice really loud, and I'd be like, it's too early to get ice.
Me.
I would say me.
I would say me because she's way more on top of her stuff, like I said before. She's more responsible.
Bailey can make me laugh at any given moment.
My favorite thing about Katie Ray is that she holds me accountable for everything, even without meaning to. She's very trustworthy too. And she's very funny. Not as funny as me though.
That's true.
Okay, I really know hers is Pretty Boy Swag.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Bailey's is probably. Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Something Kanye.
Yeah. Hers is Dansby.
Yeah, mine is Dansby. I don't know who yours would be.
I don't think I have one.
Pick either her boyfriend Luke or Rim, her best friend Rim.
Jake Rogers or her dog Ellie. Or
my dog.
Yeah.
The Georgia State baseball team is set to travel to East Tennessee State to place the Buccaneers in the three-game series. Here's what head coach Brad Stormdahl had to say about the upcoming trip.
We just got to control what it is that we can control. We got to work on handling the situations and being able to be calm when we're under stress, and ultimately taking care of the baseball, sticking to our philosophy of our offensive strategy. And got to have a little bit of luck, a little bit of a little bit of ball bounce your way. But ultimately, if we take care of the things that we can control, it puts us in a good position to win.
Brad Stormdahl also spoke to PRN about the team's extra winning victory over Western Carolina.
Oh, it's great. We got back about 3 o'clock this morning, and it was snowing and raining and sleeting and windy and cold and warm. It was kind of like a little bit of everything, and it was a battle of attrition. And we just we had a bunch of really good hits, and we were able to luckily close it out in the 10th inning in extra innings.
History is about to be made on the corner of Hank Aaron Drive and Fulton Street as Atlanta's Olympic torch will be lit for the first time since the conclusion of the 1996 Centennial Games.
We will light the Olympic cauldron for the first time in 24 years this Saturday as part of the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials that'll be going on here in Atlanta. It's an incredible group of, I think there's 771 runners, men and women, who will be trying to compete for 6 spots to go to the Tokyo Olympics this summer. So we've been kind of working on this project for a few years now, and we finally have gotten to the point where we can relight it and do so safely and properly. And the race will actually come underneath the cauldron down toward Georgia State Stadium on Saturday, which we think is kind of cool. And so just to be a part of the Olympics, and the Olympic spirit and everything that goes along with it, we feel is pretty neat. And it's been something that's been exciting people for a long time within the university.
The Georgia State's beach volleyball team will be traveling to DeLand, Florida to participate in the Stetson Spring Fling. The Panthers head into the tournament after going 3-1 in the UNF Beach Invitational, with their only loss coming against Florida Atlantic. The team will get a chance to recoup that loss today as the Panthers rematch Florida Atlantic, as well as face Stetson University. Tomorrow, Georgia State will play St. Petersburg College and State Leo University. The NBA G League's College Park Skyhawks are currently fighting for a chance to continue their season into the playoffs. Reporter Crystal White has more on the team's chances. Take a look.
I'm at College Park at the Gateway Arena, home to the College Park Skyhawks. With 1 month until the season ends, the team is fighting for a playoff position.
We told our team that we want to win our division. That was one of our goals we set out to do. So right now we're 19-19, play a team that's ahead of us, so we control our future. 7 home games left out of 12. So again, I know it could sound like we're putting added pressure on them, but I think they're up to the challenge.
Only the top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference advance to the playoffs. Right now, the team is currently in 8th place.
I think we're playing well. We're playing together. The big thing tonight and going forward is protecting the basketball and not turning it over. That was kind of been our Achilles heel on that road trip.
With Charlie Brown transferred back to the Skyhawks, this will help the team make more of a leap to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think for Charlie, him getting that taste of the NBA and being up with the Hawks has really helped. So again, off the floor and in practices, his leadership, his talk, his professionalism has been huge. And then on top of that, I think he's averaging 23 points his last 3 games since the All-Star break, and that's with us not calling plays for him, just being able to play in the flow of the game, being a cutter, facilitator, running in transition, and then we're playing in multiple positions on defense. So his energy and his attitude has been great, and we hope that continues.
The team has already found success in their first season, having their 2-way player Brandon Goodwin signed with the Atlanta Hawks recently.
The coaching staff's proud. Again, the front office is proud. And again, it gives us his teammates and other guys that will ever put on that College Park uniform too, that the dream is real. You can play here. He played 17 games for us, and then again it gets converted, and now he's living the NBA dream. So that's big time.
Crystal White, PRN.
That's all we got for you this week on PRN Sports. Be sure to follow us at GSU PRN for all the latest updates and analysis. Now, back to you, Tyreek.
Thank you, Keelan. You may have noticed signs spray painted on the sidewalks around campus, but it's a mission that lies deeper. Self-Love dedicates its efforts to giving back to the community, and one way is through Self-Love Water. It was created from selling 40 bottles and giving 40 bottles to the community. This community-based experience is providing geothermal water to get for yourself as well as others. Children's books and apparels are other avenues of loving yourself in order to bring that same affection to those who need it.
The University Career Services has added something new to their experience, the Career Closet, which is a room where students can shop for free dresses, clothes for upcoming jobs, interviews, or take pictures in the headshot booth.
Yes, Alicia, but I spoke with one of the coordinators at the Career Services on this new resource. See for yourself.
The concept is students can come in and take 1 to 2 items, or at least for the initial soft launch period. Nothing is, there's no charge for anything. It's absolutely free of charge. Everything is barcoded and organized by category and clothing type. We have an entire Shopify point of sale system that they'll scan their stuff.
Lauren McCool came to the Career Closet to pick out an outfit. After she found the right outfit for her, she talked about her experience and the benefits of the closet.
It's been great. It's really nice to be able to come here and get some clothes and not have to drive to a mall, fight Atlanta traffic, and I think it's a great initiative that the Career Center is doing.
If you take a look inside, they have a wide range from full suits to dresses.
Joshua Ingram spent time looking through the suit and pants section until he came across a suit that struck his eye.
I picked out this olive green suit. It was double-breasted, and a little mature look, you know what I'm saying? And it was real smooth, and it came with the pants, too, and I took both of them home.
Tyreek Wynn, PRN. My 2020 vision is telling me it's a leap year.
Because it is a leap year. Leap Day is tomorrow, and here are a few fun facts about February 29th, since we only see it every 4 years. Julius Caesar first introduced Leap Day based off the Egyptian solar calendar. A Leap Day tradition is women proposing to men.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. It's said to balance the traditional roles of men and women the same way that Leap Day balances the calendar.
And you've heard about this?
I have.
And this is true. And the odds of being born on a leap day is 1 in 1,461. And get this, those who are born on February 29th are called leaplings.
Leaplings?
Yes, that's right. And now there's an estimate of 5 million people in the world with leap birthdays.
Wow, so rare. Happy birthday to all the leaplings out there.
Yes, happy birthday. And well, that's our show.
Make sure you stay connected to Panther Report news throughout the week. And be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at GSUPRN.
Also, subscribe down below and let us know what you think about the show.
I'm Tyreek Wynn.
And I'm Alicia Wimberly. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.